And remember, you do have a choice. Let Venable Glass work hard to earn your business. Call Venable's Ridgeland or Brandon locations today for a free estimate or visit venableglass.com.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Cork and Door Company has been providing quality residential, garage, and commercial overhead door products to Mississippians for over 50 years. Cork and Door is a supplier of garage door parts and services such as LiftMaster, commercial and residential door operators, as well as Clopay, sectional commercial and residential doors, Asta, commercial sheet and rolling steel doors, and Cornell, rolling steel and shutters, with many in stock for the same-day pickup. CorkandDoor.com. That's CorkandDoor.com.
Homeowners and business owners, are your gutters and roof storm ready? The folks at Elite Roofing and Gutters are your local experts in storm protection. The team is dedicated to fortifying your residential or commercial location against the elements. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Elite Roofing and Gutters. Online at EliteRoofer.com. EliteRoofer.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Good morning, everybody. Let's get this thing going. How are we doing? There we go. There's that button. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, we're here. And I want to remind everybody this morning at 10 o'clock at the GOP office, if you want to be there, at the Mississippi GOP office, the actual one downtown, the one, the only, the Ron Eller will be there being welcome to the GOP office as they get ready to fire off the campaign to beat Benny. That's right. That's right. Ron Eller won the other night, and now we're moving forward and getting going with everybody. Good morning, Lloyd, Travis, and everybody. It's good to see y'all this morning. Also, Dawn is seems to be hiding out in wherever she hides out. So, y'all, it'll be me today. Also, remember coming out to Beethoven's tonight. Beethoven's on the Reservoir. We will have Angela Pittman's Unfinished Business tonight, and we'll be broadcasting from the new stage out there. So y'all come on out and check that out. And tomorrow night we have Naked Sunday, have music all day tomorrow. And then, of course, to y'all, we'll have the game on today. As we all know, Ole Miss is now defeated two teams in the SEC tournament. Of course, they got to win it all in order to get into the NCAA tournament. But that could happen. That could happen. Yes. Good morning, J.C. Dunn. Also, let me remind everybody that, voting is important. You got to get out and vote. Stay focused on what you're doing. And let's get ahead and get things going. Coming up at 7:07 this morning, of course, the one, the only, the Clay Edwards Show, right here over most of this same radio station. And yes. Let's get into it. Let's get into it this morning, right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. Let's get into it this morning, right here on the
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
CBS News special report. Sad news from the Middle East today after a U.S. military refueling plane crashed in western Iraq. Correspondent Charlie D'Agata reports from Tel Aviv.
Officials we spoke with this morning say that they believe the incident may have involved a mid-air collision, but they're still investigating, while what has been described as a rescue operation for the remaining 2 crew members continues.
U.S. CENTCOM says the second plane landed safely.
Images on social media appear to show one of those planes back on the tarmac in Israel, tail visibly damaged.
Friendly fire was responsible for downing 3 F-15 fighter jets over Kuwait in the first few days of the 3-week-old war. 6 crew members parachuted to safety. The U.S. and Israel have been striking Tehran today after what President Trump warned on social media. Watch what happens to these deranged scumbags today. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
What are people saying about Tom's Fried Pies in Richland?
I'm on a diet. I don't want to be down there at Tom's Fried Pies. We had a good time. When I tell you the crust was flaky, I'm talking about buttery. This was nothing like I've ever tasted. Ever. I mean, I've never tasted anything like that, man. It was nice. Atmosphere was nice. Everybody there was nice. Because I'll be back, even though I don't supposed to with my diet. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Tom'sFriedPies.com. Tom'sFriedPies.com.
Grizz Nation, your Memphis Grizzlies season is in full swing at FedEx Forum, and there's nothing like being there to cheer on your team. Grab your tickets and bring your energy to the electric atmosphere of a Grizz game. Tickets are always available online at grizzlies.com/tickets or in person at the FedEx Forum box office in Memphis. Have you been injured through no fault of your own? Do you know your rights? Don Evans does. Do you really believe that the insurance company would disclose all information to you? Don Evans will make sure that you are fully informed. It costs nothing to discuss your case. From car wrecks to malpractice, Don Evans will make you and your family whole again. Don Evans won't ever charge unless he collects for you. Call Don for a free, no-obligation consultation at 601-969-2006.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip.
It is a good morning. It's Friday the 13th, all over the place, y'all. It's all over the place. Be careful. And especially be careful as Ole Miss continues to advance in the SEC tournament. That's right. Okay, I'm looking at this press release from Ron Eller about the media advisory today. Let's see. Ron Eller to discuss primary victory and general election strategy following the Mississippi 02 Republican primary win. That was his second big win for the primary. And, of course, he will be taking out. He won 22 out of the 30 counties of the district. That's right. Shoe leather gets it done, y'all. Shoe leather gets it done. You know, it's not just money. Money helps, but shoe leather gets it done. Now it will take money to take on the Democrats and get past the Benny machine, which, of course, you have to wonder at times if Delbert the Democrat and the others like that in the political realm are actually work against you sometimes when you're running in against Benny Thompson, because he's been in office forever. And you would think in a red state like we have that sooner or later we would figure out how to beat him. I mean, you can't tell me Benny's smarter than all the Republicans in Mississippi. He might be. He might be. I mean, think about it. Last time Ron carried Benny to Midnight. They had not called that race. And, you know, all the other races had been called. Ron carried them to midnight. And you know what happened? The Republican Party, the state establishment, the Mississippi GOP did not put $1 into the campaign. Not $1. They seem to be getting on board this time around, though. Seems like they understand. So today at 10 o'clock, in person, virtual media availability also with the Republican nominee, 10 a.m. in person at the Mississippi GOP headquarters, 415 Yazoo Street, Jackson, Mississippi. Interviews available via Zoom. Ron Eller, two-time Republican nominee for the Mississippi GOP. That's what I'm talking about, people. Let me tell you this. If they don't get off their butts and get behind him this time, there's just no hope for us here in the state, because we have to defeat Benny. And look, and with this event that is occurring now, it's real important that we get behind behind Ron to beat Benny, because it shows you that the state is moving forward. The established part of the state doesn't believe in what we believe in. The establishment in our government thought they had control of this. And they were just out riding the backs of the guy from down in Natchez, because he's a millionaire and they want the money. That's all people want, is the money. They don't want good quality politics. They do not want people to do the good things. They do not want us to move forward in this state sometimes. And, you know, it's upsetting. It's upsetting when you constantly see it. And you just go, but then again, you also got to take it a step further. You know, you want to say that, well, we got to get more people out to vote. Well, as strong as these political adversaries are, the Republicans and Democrats of this state, 16% of you feel obligated to vote. 84% of you don't. So in a room of 184 people did not vote. 16 did. 84 did not. Look at that. And today, every time you get around a few people, majority of them didn't go vote in the primary. And you go, oh, the primaries aren't that important. Well, the primaries are important. That's where you get your candidates to be on the ballots. That's where you start to learn what's going on. You're not going to want to wait. And this goes out to Democrats too. I want y'all to listen. You not want to go to wait for the general election and decide who you're going to vote for. Yeah. And don't tell me you're going to show up and vote at the polls just because it's Benny and he's black and he's been in office forever. Meanwhile, you could sit there and look at your neighborhood. If you're living in some of these poverty-stricken areas that Benny lives in, and look at it and just go, guess what? I could improve my life. Things could get better. Mississippi just got billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Not millions and millions like we used to get, but billions and billions and billions. Now, never mind that there's some question as to the quality of our life will be as far as the environment is concerned, which I'm not an environmentalist, but I'll tell you this. I enjoy the trees. I enjoy the water. I enjoy the grass. I enjoy the way it is. I'm for progress, but don't tell me you're going to give me all this great stuff in this state and then just tear the world apart. Let's see what we got on the phone here. Good morning, WYAB. Good morning. What's up?
Morning, Mr. Chip. How are you?
I'm doing.
I'm about to AI. I'm sorry, go ahead. You're doing blessed. Great.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm good. Tom?
Hey, I pitched the store. I'm going to try to get it today, but I was just reading the headlines on 16 or 3 that once the AI centers are all running, they're going to save us some money.
Oh, how much money are they going to save us?
And you know they're not going to say that.
No. Mama, I mean, they're not going to do anything.
I thought it was calmer. Like I said, I wished I was trying to do some stuff when I just looked up the TV and saw the headline. Like, of course, you can't rewind on live TV. So I said, well, sometime today I'll try to pull it up so I can read.
But the truth is,
it's going to save us money with all these AI centers.
What it's going to do, we're going to make a lot of money on construction. See, the money was in the construction jobs to build these things. The dirt we moved, the people that made money off the dirt we moved. But we paid for that out of our pockets, y'all.
Well, at least they were smart in Clinton and using that old empty building over there. I've been seeing some work going on. I didn't know until I heard y'all mention there was AI center going over there.
You tell me how many years it's going to be before all the AI centers are built empty and all this is up in the cloud.
Yeah, that's what, because that's like, how many bankers have we come here for a tax break? And then once they started to get taxed, they moved them to Mexico back in the day.
Yeah, well, I don't know I don't know if we're going to move anything back to Mexico anytime soon. We might make Mexico part of America at some point, but other than that, but that's just, it's crazy to think that we have built all these buildings all across the state, and we all know that technology just gets smaller every day. So where you built,
it's spooky.
Yep. Well, I
don't know if you remember Lawnmower Man. You remember Lawnmower Man? They was doing that. And then there was another one Johnny Depp was in. They was talking about how they, was going to take over the world. So,
all
right, brother, I'm going to jump off here, man. Heading over to Vicksburg. You have a safe one, bless one.
Okay, thank you. It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard all around the world, and people calling in. People realize what's going on, and it's like, it's sort of like you go back to the HB2 bill and all this other stuff. Why does our legislature and our Republican run government that runs this state just lie to us about what they lie about what party they're in. Okay, they say they're Republicans, but they're not. They don't have any Republican value about them. They are on the Trump train nationally, but locally, it's give me. And Benny's there. Benny is their president. Benny is their president that goes to Washington. That's why Benny's district is half the state. So anytime you want to challenge anything that Benny has done, you need a lawyer at every polling precinct in every county that belongs to Benny. Okay? And Benny's got, there's 82 counties, and Benny's got more than a third of them. And we have 4 people in office, right? Figure it out. He's got everything on I-55 from Memphis to the state line in down by Macomb. He's got it all. Everything on the left side. And then he gets Leake County, and he gets Grenada County, and he gets Montgomery County, parts of Madison County, the part that they don't want to participate in. The Republican Party doesn't want to participate in the part Canton up. And so they just give it away. And they throw Flora away too. I mean, this is just wrong. And, and you look at it, the Democratic Party, the guy that's running it now came out and said, look, we got to protect the minority district. That's race politics. We don't have race politics. We're getting rid of that. Trump's getting rid of that. If the lines of the state are drawn, if your district is drawn based on race, then you have to redraw the lines. But our state legislature hadn't talked about that. They're down there still crying about HB2. And then they wanted to bribe all the teachers by giving them a pay raise. Teachers teach because they want to teach. Now just pay them. You got all that new money coming in from these data centers. All that new money, give it to the damn teachers. Don't be learning how to take it off the top. It's like the lottery bill. Go back to the lottery, y'all. The lottery money that's earmarked in the lottery, the money that goes to education, only goes to expansion of extracurricular activity things on campus. That didn't go to the general fund of the school to help run the schools. It goes somewhere else. And then the lottery, every time you turn around, they announcing a new lottery, $5 for this one, $4 for this one. I remember when it was just $1. Now they have come up with so many ways to take tax dollars out of and promote it and take tax dollars out of our pocket And you got to look at lottery money as tax dollars out of your pocket. It's just another way they went to get them. They took care of the people out there that believe that tomorrow morning they're going to make $1 million. Well, you would also think that by paying your tax, the lottery is just like taxes. I mean, the lottery, think of it this way, y'all. When you pay your taxes every year, your property tax and your sales tax and everything, the politicians promise you that you're going to get that pothole fixed. That road's going to be fixed. That's just another lottery. It's a lottery for us. We pay our taxes and we have a better chance in that lottery to get a pothole fixed. But for the most part, we're all still riding on bumpy roads that fall apart, aren't we? Everything's a lottery with our money. With our tax dollars, everything in the state's a gamble. The sin taxes are what's supposed to, it funds this world that we live in, and everything is a gamble for us to get anything out of it. We pay our taxes. If you don't pay your taxes, you go away. Now in Jackson, they are all having a big fundraiser to help pay the water bill. Pay the water bill. Well, if you'd paid your water bill along the way, or just what it was supposed to be, then sooner or later they would have fixed the thing. But if you look at the bill and you hadn't paid in 4 years, of course you owe a big bill. And then all these apartment complexes. How in the world do people get away with, if they own a big multi-unit apartment complex, with with the water still on after they hadn't paid the bill, and then you go and look on the tax rolls, so they hadn't paid their property tax? That's why you don't have potholes filled in Jackson. That's why the city's broke. And then you go through and all these nonprofits that exist everywhere. They get federal dollars and state dollars, but it doesn't matter federal dollars or state dollars. Where does the federal government and the state get money? Our taxes. Our money. It's all our money. This government's supposed to be broke. The government's supposed to stay broke. The government's supposed to it's supposed to be a pass-through to where our money goes to fix things that we want. Why does that not happen? Why is the simple concept of that just lost on the two parties, the Republicans and the Democrats? The Democrats make it bigger, and you can't say that the Republican Party doesn't make it bigger either, because they have all these groups out there that they fund and put together and give them money, public-private entities that don't have to go by any rules. It's all set up in the Mississippi where if you have one of these, get lucky enough to get some of this money from them, there's no accountability into where they spend the money, and not required. Have you heard that they've passed any laws to fix that? Shad White is all over them like white on rice. Shad White on rice. But we got to fix it. We'll be back with more on the Chip Matthews Show right here. Remember, the Clay Edwards Show is coming up at 7:07. And don't forget Andrew Gosser at 10, and then in the Blues and Arts Hour at 9 with Christopher Davis. And then, of course, this afternoon, since it is Friday, and it's Friday the 13th, y'all, you know what that means? Kim Wade, special edition of the Gun and Knife Weekend Kickoff Show. Comes on at 4, and you'll need to get your guns and knives ready for the weekend, where you will be safe on this Friday the 13th. We'll be back. Where you will be safe on this Friday.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Need a new car? Then march right over to Mazda of Jackson and spring in the savings. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 CX-5s, 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, CX-70s, and Mazda 3s with approved credit. And get 1-year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability. So get to Mazda of Jackson today, where pre-owned vehicles and hassle-free trade-in options are also available. Shop online or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. Why is Rita Jensen the type of real estate professional you were looking for?
As a mortgage professional, I look for making transactions easier, and Rita Jensen with Remax Connection is a prime example of that. Her attention to detail, her strong communication skills really help us as a mortgage company make everything smooth. From start contract to close, she helps me.
RitaJensen.net.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, experience counts. And the Rusty Healy Agency has been serving Madison and the rest of the Jackson Metro for over 35 years. Local agent Landon Thompson is keeping that trusted tradition going strong. As a local independent agent, he's not locked into one provider. The Rusty Healy Agency can shop the top insurance companies to find the best fit for you. And everyone knows that the Rusty Healy Agency and Landon Thompson offer top quality local customer service. Contact Landon today at 601-856-3681.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
Huddle up, wing lovers, and double your count for less on Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings. When you buy one order of traditional wings, get one for 50% off. No time to dine? Order for delivery and wing it up with a crew at home. Or pick up takeout when you're on the go. Limit one per order, not valid with any other offers. Additional terms and conditions apply. Huddle up for Wing Tuesday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house is frozen, cause my air conditioner's old. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
From the garden,
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show on this Friday the 13th, which is very, very, very important to the Ole Miss Rebels. We're just talking a little basketball just for a moment. Y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. I have not kept up with it, and I looked up and I said, okay, they upset Texas the first night of the SEC tournament. I said, that's great. Then they played Georgia next. And I said, okay. Well, they upset Georgia. Yeah. So they won again last night. So today at 6 p.m., they get the opportunity to come on across and upset Alabama. It might well upset the whole Southeastern Conference. There you go. Naked Sunday, I just said, good morning, Chip. That's because they'll be playing this Saturday night out at Beethoven's Boardwalk at Scooby's, our live venue. That the stage is all ready. I put up all the lights on the boardwalk now. I haven't put up the stage lights and all that today, but they will be up and ready to go. It is going to be great out there this summer. And Naked Sunday is playing this Saturday night on the big stage at the Reservoir. It'll be warm enough out there tonight, tomorrow night. Y'all come on out, check it out. The new big giant bar is set up outside. So you have a big giant bar inside, big giant bar outside. You have some of the best waiters and waitresses coming to work there. And we got more. And look, we'll be hiring forever. I don't think we'll ever stop hiring. Everybody's making money. So that's what you do. And we got food. We got steaks. We got pizza. We got barbecue. We got redfish. We got scrimps. Y'all come on out and see us. And we got music this weekend. We got music every weekend, and we'll start having music every day. And remember Saturday and Sunday, we do breakfast. We start at 10 o'clock. We do brunch and are open beginning at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then next week, we start lunch every day, lunch. Out there on the boardwalk. Y'all come on out and see us. Beethoven's Boardwalk, Acme Pizza, the Fork and Flame Steakhouse, and of course Scuba Live. You come on out and see us at Beethoven's Boardwalk and get you some vittles. And we got them. We got them all. We got it all, and we're glad to have you there. So come on out. Good morning, Will Brown, Jeff Thomas. Oh, somebody asked, where's Dawn? Dawn is in the woods. Dawn is in the woods because she is on a assignment to see what the bear really does in the woods. Yep, that's what she's doing. Tishomingo County on special assignment. Remember Ron Eller press conference this morning, 10 a.m. at the Mississippi GOP office. You'll want to be there. And other than that, I'm going to get up and get out of here. Y'all come see me at the restaurant tonight, tomorrow night, the next night, every night, and then beginning every day at lunch. Clay Edwards is next, right here on WYAB.